Hi. So, I wanted to talk about Lost Girl, the motif, but we're not doing that shit today. Because an old friend has just graced us with his present again. It's Wilbur Soot. If you don't know who Wilbur Soot is like one of the first people I watched in the Minecraft scene. You know, his old series about an item dropping every 60 seconds on Skyblock. You know, you love to see it. The Adventures of Milo, the CEO of racism. You may know it, you may love it. Yeah, so last year, or I think 2 years ago at this point, I don't know, time is funky. He came out to the world as a sexual abuser. Well, not sexual abuser, more like a normal abuser. He likes to bite people for some reason. He also emotionally abuses people by going through the entire world, by holding someone's hand and going, "Why don't you want to fuck me?" But that's just what one person says. His ex-girlfriend, which he admitted to doing, but that's just what one person says, right? That's just what one person says. So, this fucking cretin just came back to YouTube with a nice solid update video. And a new channel to boot! So I thought to myself, let this be a little public health announcement. If you a child, don't go there. If you an adult, don't go there. You should probably know about this one. So what was in the update video? What could be in there? What does Wilbur Soot want us to know from his update video? Well, first and foremost, he's making new music with his band, because his band members are a bunch of abusers too. I don't have evidence for that one, but let me just say, going with someone who's an abuser does not put you in a good light. Secondly, he has a new YouTube channel. This one is called Wilbur, because he has the creativity of a fucking brick shithouse. And then he talked about the drama. The drama, also known as abuse, but you know, you can call it what you want to call it. So he was a little hyperfixated on the word labels, because the way he sees it, he is tired of people putting labels on him. And to that I can only say, sure, you may not like the labels people put on you, but like, it's like calling me fat. It's objectively true, even though I may not like it. If you bite your girlfriend and your girlfriend says that she don't want to get bit, you are an abuser. That's a fact. I'm gonna be honest with you. After saying that he does not care about the labels people put on him anymore, he said that he will never talk about this again. And that's it. Not even a sorry. Anything else? Well, he said that he still stands with the statement he made when this whole thing went down. If you don't know, he went on twitter.com to talk about, you know, the whole thing. He made a one-page, like, a little image, and that is somehow, like, it's a dream fucking Minecraft. Made 14 pages, I think. It may have been 17 pages of tweets about the Quackity situation, about them having a similar Minecraft server. This guy got accused of being an abuser, and that's not even a whole ass paragraph. To be fair, when Dream was accused of being a pedophile, he responded in the same amount of length. What is it with Minecraft YouTubers and responding in a single fucking page? Since Wilbur said that he still stands 100% by the statement he made a few years ago, how about we just look at it? The allegations of abuse, particularly in form of biting, deeply shocked me. Throughout our relationship, I understood from our numerous conversations and text messages exchanges on the subject that this behavior was consensual, playful, and reciprocally enjoyed. I truly believe those personal messages exchanges reflect our mutual affection and understanding. Out of respect for her, I choose not to publish them, and I emphasize my perspective is not shared to diminish or invalidate anyone's feelings. Instead, I share it in the hope that I can offer a genuine, fair, and relevant insight to my understanding of the situation. While I may perceive our interactions differently, I recognize that this person has processed and expressed feelings of hurt. I want to extend my sincerest apologies for any pain that I caused. I am fully committed to understanding and addressing her concerns, and going forward, I hope my perspective sheds light on this situation without detracting from its message. I am dedicated to earning and maintaining the trust of those around me, and I hope to continue to be held to those high standards I wish to attain and maintain. He basically PR'd the shit out of biting his girlfriend. Motherfucker, that's the bite of 23 you doing right there. And now you looking like you've been on crack for the last fucking 2 years. like non-stop. You put a pause on it, like damn. But yeah, that statement basically says, yeah, I bit my girlfriend. I thought I was allowed to. And then he goes like, I have evidence. Will I show this evidence to the court? No. But there, he literally addressed how she feels is important. How did we go from how she feels is important to I won't accept any label put on me? There's a big difference here, because if she feels like she was abused and how she feels is important and people call you an abuser, what do you mean? So it's no longer important how she feels. Why? I'ma keep it $1.50 with you, okay? Come here for a moment. I personally, I had one like half a year long relationship, and it was terrible, horrid, absolutely despicable from both sides. And I was part of the problem. I see the problem. I see where I went wrong, and that doesn't diminish in any sort of way what the other person did wrong. And what the other person did wrong does not in any way diminish what I did wrong. See, that's how fault works. Everyone is at fault for their own actions. Even if they have reason to committing these faults, these actions, they're still at fault. And even if in the moment something seems like it is consensual, doesn't mean it really was consensual. We just clear this up. And even if that is the case, if it in the moment felt like it was consensual, but in actuality it wasn't, you did something non-consensually. Alright? We good? We good. We got that cleared up. So Wilbur, it was non-consensual. And coming from your ex, she said that multiple times she asked you to stop, and you didn't. You never said that she lied anywhere, right? Your statement had no mention of the word lie in it. You still emotionally manipulated her after you two broke up. You still physically abused her because she asked you multiple times to stop. And now you come in, put your cock on the table again, and are like, I disagree. I don't want to be put labels on. The labels are wrong, and I will never talk about it again. Follow me to my new channel. And 24,000 people agreed I am this close, this close to running for office in Germany and coming back to britannischer Idiot. Runde 2, du kleiner britischer Pisser. Okay, that was a joke, but you get my point. Anyway, the fact that he's still on this platform really shows that YouTube has no fucks left to give. And remember, sometimes people just need to stay off the internet. And you don't need to support people just because they are entertaining in some way or another. But now, I just want to talk to Wilbur. Even though he's never gonna see this video, maybe the blip is gonna land in his fucking face one day. Hey buddy, you're pathetic, and I hope you know that. There were a lot of people around you that I respected at the time, because I was a stupid child, I was into Minecraft when you did your whole Manberg thing, You were one of the first people that got me into the community of Minecraft through your series, New Milo, I love those fish. I love those stories that you were able to tell with Minecraft. Unfortunately, behind the scenes you were, how do I say this, an abuser. Yeah, I don't care that you don't care about the labels I put on you, it's the truth, right? I'm an asshole. That's a label I don't necessarily like. But it's the truth, Sometimes you just gotta accept that the truth is in the labels that people put on us. No matter how pathetic you are, no matter how much you like to cope about the fact that you ain't an abuser, you are. And you will always be one if you don't face it. And let's face it, the best way of facing it is admitting that it fucking happened. First thing you gotta do is say that you are, to then ultimately overcome it. You never were a stable person. You never were a smart person. So, I guess we will see how much the drugs are gonna do for you. I'll give you 3 years. Nevertheless, my fit goes absolutely goddamn hard. And we are talking about Lost Girl next video. Cue the clown.